When I Am gave the Ten Commandments, when he spoke them, did they say, or did he say, these only apply until the Messiah comes? After he comes and dies for your sins, you don't have to keep them anymore unless they are restated in the New Testament. That's absurd, and we know why people try to push that idea. And it's funny because the one commandment they try to get out of, if you read Matthew 24, verses 20 through 21, clearly during the Great Tribulation, Christ's followers will be keeping the Sabbath. So they must have never gotten the memo about a commandment having to be restated in order to be followed. And if you read Isaiah 66, verses 22 through 23, in the future, read it, you'll see, in the future, all mankind will be worshiping the eternal from one Sabbath to another. So I guess they will not be getting the memo either when they're worshiping the ever-living one from one Sabbath to another in the future. No, the idea that commandments had to be restated is ridiculous. We know Paul believed in keeping the Ten Commandments. In Ephesians 6, verses 1 through 3, he cited one of them. And whether or not the Sabbath is recommanded in the New Testament, if you don't believe it is, go to Hebrews 4, verse 9. There remaineth therefore a keeping of a Sabbath to the people of God. That's reading the margin note in the King James Version, because the word translated rest in Hebrews 4, verse 9 is sabbatismos. Almost all new translations render it Sabbath rest or keeping of a Sabbath. Look up the Greek for yourself. Look up all the words. Look up the Greek words translated rest in Hebrews 3 and Hebrews 4. You'll see that in Hebrews 4, verse 9, it's sabbatismos, which literally means keeping of a Sabbath. Lamb's translation of the Aramaic of the Peshitta renders Hebrews 4, verse 9 this way: it is therefore the duty of the people of God to keep the Sabbath. So the idea that a commandment has to be explicitly restated in the New Testament is ridiculous anyway. But if you're looking for something to show that the Sabbath should be kept, go read Hebrews 4, verse 9, or read Isaiah 66, verses 22 through 23, where all mankind will be keeping it in the future. One final point, Mark 2, verses 27 through 28. And he said unto them, the Sabbath was made for man, and not man for the Sabbath. Therefore the Son of Man is Lord also of the Sabbath. So if Christ is Lord of something, does that mean it's done away? Isn't he Lord of us? Are we done away? And if it was made for man, it was made for our benefit. So why wouldn't we keep it? Read this book. We need to read this book for ourselves. Peace all.